Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to a new video. And today we're gonna look at my kind of like everyday makeup collection or products that I would use on a daily or when I don't have that much time to do my makeup and stuff like that. So it's kind of just like things that I use either for a quick makeup look or for like an everyday thing or just for like everyday wear. So hope you're gonna enjoy this. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup especially, I love eyeshadows. So that's mainly what this is gonna be about. And I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. Also, spoiler alert, I don't wear neutrals, I don't wear browns or beiges pretty much ever, so you're not gonna see that if that's something that you're looking for. And I just want to show you products that I would use if I don't have much time or products that I know I use every day. If you're interested about this look, I'm not sure if it's up yet. Maybe I'm gonna post it tomorrow or the day after. But this is my Christmas look for this week. I usually post one get ready with me every week. That's kind of like Christmas themed, winter themed, New Year's Eve themed or something like that. So it's either already up or it's gonna be up tomorrow or the next day. I'm not completely sure. And I'm wearing the Nightshade palette by Gourmande Girls and the Siren Sunset palette by Lunar Beauty. So one older palette in my collection and one new palette in my collection, or like the newest palette actually. So I have a couple products here that I wanted to mention in this video. So I'm gonna start with the face. I don't wear foundation pretty much ever. Sometimes I wear a BB cream, but not as much either. I'm just, especially when I don't have time, I like to play with the fun stuff, so it's like blush, highlighter, eyes, maybe lips. I'm not gonna spend time on foundation. It's just not something that I enjoy wearing. I don't enjoy putting it on, and it's just also if I don't have much time in the morning, it means I have to be somewhere really early on, and that also means that I'm probably gonna be working the whole day, or or that it's gonna be a long day, and I don't want to wear foundation or any products like that for the whole day. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. So I don't wear that. I do wear primer most days. Right now I'm finishing the Essence Prime Studio. This is the hydrating primer. I usually only use it under my eyes to make sure that my concealer is not gonna crease, and I don't like having dry under eyes, so that's that one. If I have a very hydrating liquidy concealer, then I wouldn't use this, but for concealers that dry matte or are self-setting, I feel like this make them look a little bit better and more skin-like, so that's what I use. Then for the eyes, for like the past year I've been using the Beauty Bay eye primer. I always use eye primer when I do my eyes, no matter what. My eyes are kind of hooded, they crease a lot, and they are a bit oilier, so I need eye primer, and this one has been my favorite for the past year or even more than that. And for shimmers, I like to use the NYX glitter primer. Mine is almost out. I really like this one. So that's for the primers. Then for the face, concealer that I'm currently using and that I really like is the Essence Multitask Concealer. My other favorite concealer is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer. I've had that one. It's kind of like, it has orange cap and it's like a skinny round tube. It's a really nice concealer. It's very hydrating and it looks beautiful. And this one is also nice. And with the primer, I feel like it looks really believable. It's self-setting, and yeah, If I wear more like a warmer colors, I feel like I don't completely need concealer a lot of the time unless I've been, you know, not sleeping well. But when I do something darker or cooler, I feel like concealer helps to not make me look completely dead. So that's for that. Blush. One of my favorite like neutral blushes that I can wear with any occasion is the Chic Glam Sweet Cheeks blush trio in the shade or in the version Private Cabana, and it's this shade. It's a very like peachy, orangey, neutral shade, and it just gives you like a little bit of color. It's a very nice one. I really like this one. Kind of has the same color as the packaging. That one is great. Then I also love the Revolution Fast Base Blush, I'm sorry, in the shade Peach. This one is like a stick one, and it's this beautiful peachy shade. So this one is slightly darker and a little bit more pink than the other one. The previous one was more orangey yellow, but this one is also really nice. It just gives you like a hint of color. It makes you look a little bit more like you've been in the sun and that you're healthy, and it's just really nice. And I also like the consistency. It makes your cheeks look really round and like healthy and hydrated, but it doesn't stick. It like kind of sets itself after a while. You don't have to powder it or anything. And then these were more like a neutral or warmer blushes. If I want something slightly cooler for more like pinky, purpley, blue looks, I would use this blush. This is the Fresh Face Cheek and Lip Tint by Berry M, and this is in the shade Summer Rose. It looks like a baby pink in the bottle, but it actually has a little bit of a peach, so it's still pinky, but it's not completely cool toned. It looks great. It really works for me. I've used this one for the past year. I don't remember when I bought it, but I think I've had it for the last year, and I'm almost finished, and I really like this one. And I think after I'm gonna finish this up, I'm gonna replace it with the Scooby-Doo blush, the Daphne blush, or was it the Velma one? It was the blush duo from Scooby-Doo collection from Glamlight, because that one is similar. Then if I only want to wear kind of, if I don't want to use blush and highlighter and I want kind of something that's in the middle, I use this Colourpop Super Shock Cheek. I have the shade Chiffon, which is kind of like a duochrome, like orange to pinky corally shade. It's a very nice one, and it's pearlized, so it has the color of a blush, and it's also like sparkly, like a highlighter. I also have the shade All Laced Up, which is orange one with like gold speckles in it, so that's when I want something warmer than this. So that would technically be two options. Another highlighter that I think is my like favorite everyday highlighter that works with everything is the Light Stix highlighter from the Wings collection from Colourpop. This is the shade Darcy. It's kind of like a light green one. I'm actually wearing it today. It's my favorite one. Whenever I do like my signature green look or any like easy neutrally look for me, I always wear this. It's great and it's super easy to put on. I love the formula. Then blush that highlighter that I don't actually use all that often, but technically it would be like a fitting blush, is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This one is in the shade Blossom Glow. It's a very like pinky, champagne color. I don't think I've used it more than 5 times this year. But it's a very beautiful highlighter. It's just, I don't know, I usually prefer more like sparkly highlighters, and I'm not the biggest like pink person, and this one has that pinky champagne glow. But if you're looking for like a neutral option, I think this is great, and it's a nice formula. It's a bit more satiny than the other ones, though. And then technically another highlighter is the Unearthly Devourer blush highlighting duo. This one, it's like a warmer goldy orange color, and I have a bit more like a yellowy peachy undertone, so this one really works for me. I like that it's kind of, especially for summer, I feel like this is a great shade, and it's sparklier, and it's nice and sparkly, and I really like that one. Then I have a couple lip products. Oh, another thing that I use every day pretty much is the setting spray. Right now I have this Revolution Max, Matte Fix one, but anyone will do. I either spray my black eyeshadows to use it as eyeliner, or sometimes when I don't want to use the NYX glitter primer, or if I can't find it, I use this to apply shimmers. Or I activate my water activated liners, which technically isn't like everyday thing, but I use it quite a lot. Or if I wanna do my brows, then for a brow soap I would spray this as well. So it is somewhat of a regular product for me. Not every day, but very regular. Then my everyday lipsticks, I have the Oden's Eye cream lipstick in the shade Love Jasmine. So this is how it looks like. It's a very beautiful kind of, I don't even know how to describe this color. It's not pink, it's not orange, it's not brown, it's not red. It's kind of like a mixture of all of that. It's kind of like a bricky, reddish, browny with a little bit of kind of like I feel like on my hand it looks a bit more pinky, or like a, you know, like pinky red. On my lips I feel like it's more like a bricky orangey brown. It's a very nice color, nice formula if you want like hydrating lipstick. Really like this one. Then for a cooler toned option, I have the Maybelline New York Ultimate lipstick, and this one is in the shade 699 More Buff. I like the skinny packaging. It's very nice to carry with you, which I do carry this with me, all of them. This is how she looks like. This one is a little bit more satin lipstick. It doesn't move on the lips as much as the first one, and it sets itself a little bit more. It still transfers, but not as much as this. And this one is kind of like dusty pinky shade. That's again not completely cool toned. I don't like super cool toned options. This one is kind of like still in the neutral realm. And then I have, this was a find a couple months ago, this is the She Glam and Corpse Bright lipstick, liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Emily. And this one is kind of very nice, like neutrally shade. It's a bit more corally, I guess. It's like a very vibrant color. It's quite vibrant, but it's not too cool tone or warm tone. I feel like it's quite neutral undertone, and it's very similar to my natural lip color. So even though this is a matte lipstick, or like kind of satiny matte lipstick, it doesn't transfer, but it's not that like crusty dry matte formula. It's actually super nice on the lips, and it lasts wonderfully all day. I think it's also because it's so similar to my lip color that I don't have to reapply this, and even when I eat and drink and all that, it's gonna stay put. Then for gel liners or like waterline pencils, I have two that I've picked that I use a lot for like just when I want to have something in my waterline but I don't want to, I mean, I use any color for waterline. Even if I would do like a neutral look, I feel like that's exactly the way how I would make it a little bit more me, is to put a fun color. But a color that I feel like I use a lot is the Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Peach Fuzz. So this one is more like a neutrally but still fun, warm-ish color. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like a peachy, beigey color. A very nice one actually, and it goes with a lot of colors and it's really nice. And then I also like the Oden's Eye Salmon gel liner. This one is in the shade 6 and it's a very nice green color because I like greens and greens are kind of my neutral colors that I like to wear on a daily. So for that reason, when it comes to eyeshadows, I've picked the Earth palette from Oden's Eye. This is how she looks like. It's my favorite. I love these pistachio greens. I love these kind of murky greens or like kind of swampy greens. I like these army green shades. So, I mean, I'm wearing a green look today, so obviously I like greens. And yeah, when I don't have time, but I still want to wear eyeshadows, this is the one palette that I would pick. It's really easy to use, really quick. I can be out the door in like 15 minutes. This one's great. This one is like the everyday neutral palette for me. Another everyday neutral palette that is super wearable. I would wish for it to be slightly sparklier in the shimmer department, but the mattes are great. Is the Colourpop Tinkerbell palette. I love the mattes here, like these two, stunning. I like this shade. I like this shade. This shade is nice. This one I don't like as much because it's satin. These two shades are shades from different palettes. They don't belong here, but I really like the Tinkerbell color story. Colourpop mattes are super quick and easy to use. They blend themselves really nicely, and the shade Pixie Dust, stunning. This is my favorite Colourpop shimmer. Yeah, it's my favorite Colourpop shimmer. I don't think they've... I only have the Winnie the Pooh palette and the Legend of Korra palette from them, but this is definitely the best shimmer in all of these palettes. So far there's a theme with my eyeshadows because I always wear green. Another palette that I really like is the Spooked palette. I think this is one of the most neutral palettes in my collection, or kind of, well, not the most neutral. I think I have the Siren Sunset has more neutrals. But this has my kind of neutrals. So you have one that's kind of more orangey, one that's more like olivey. Sorry, this one is more olivey, and this one is kind of like, I don't know, it's a nice brown. It works wonderfully with the greens, with the oranges. So I don't mind using this with colors like that, or also with yellows. I like to use shades like these. And then it also has purples, which I also wear quite a lot. Especially this year, I've discovered that I like wearing purples a lot. It has, this palette has some really nice shimmers. I love this kind of bronzy green shade, and also this kind of more like champagne-y shade when I want something like genuinely neutral-esque. So this is the deeper one, and this is the lighter one, and you can see that they're extremely shiny and beautiful, and they look great with the greens, with the oranges. It's just a really nice colors to have in your collection, or like shades to have, and I just really enjoy them. So that's that. And this is a perfect neutrally palette for me. Like if I ever would have to pick a neutral palette, this would be it. Because it's not really neutral. So that's that. And it has a lot of options. It's easy to carry. I can be kind of on a run with this. And I would still have options because the previous two are very just like one look type of palette, or like two looks, but that's pretty much it. Then a palette that if I only could keep one palette, it would either be this one or the one that's coming next. So I'm talking about the Serpent palette from Makeup Beauty Shop and in collaboration with Martha's Makeup. It has greens, it has oranges, it has purples, it has yellow. What more do you want? No, but honestly, this shade, the shade Antidote, is a perfect neutral green. It's kind of that like, oh, I don't know if I swatched that correctly. It's more satin actually, but it's that kind of like army green almost. Like olivey green slightly. It's a very nice shade. And again, this is a formula that's so easy and quick to use, and I can be out the door in literally like 15 minutes. And you have two kind of like a neutral shades, so this and this. They're kind of neutral, but kind of not. They're a fun neutral in my opinion. They're not the typical beiges and browns. And then another palette that I don't know if I would be able to actually go without is the Hela palette from Oden's Eye in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. I like this palette more than I like the new Halloween versions. So again, you have greens, there are some pinks. I like that there's a really deep shade. I love this inner corner highlight. And you have a couple kind of neutrals like this shade, this shade. This is kind of like a neutrally greeny, bronzy color. So yeah, it's kind of like, and again, it's formula that I know I can always count on, and I know that I can create a really quick looks with this, which is mainly what I am about when I don't have time. I don't really care about the colors as much. I would wear like a full blue look, but it's just that these formulas I know that I can like get out the door immediately. And also they're not super dark, because the darker the look, the longer it takes me to blend it and to, you know, kind of figure out how it's supposed to look. But when it's like a more mid-tone and then just like one deepening shade, then it's really quick for me to create a look with it. And then another palette, this is kind of multi-use palette for me, and we're gonna finish on this one, is the Merry Christmas palette by Oden's Eye. So you have the greens that I love, kind of pistachio, kind of swampy green, deep green. These are great. I have my eyeliner. This is what I use for eyeliner. I just mix it with the setting spray. And I love using both, all three of these shades as highlighters. So this one is kind of like a beigey, neutrally greenish shade. I'm gonna try to swatch it for you somewhere. Kind of like that. So it has a bit of pink, a bit of green. It's kind of like a duochrome shade. And it has like a neutral base. So that one's great. Then you have this pinky orangey kind of corally shade. Works wonderful if I want green, goldy green, or like if I want like more goldy, peachy, greeny cheek, then this one. And once in a while I use this as a blush, kind of like blush and bronzer all at once, mostly at summer. I've actually used this multiple times in summer when I was using fake tan. So yeah, this is kind of like, I can do most things with this palette. And if I was traveling or something, I would probably bring this, well, I would definitely bring this palette for the eyeliner. And I can do a lot with it, and I wouldn't have to bring highlighters or anything like that. So those are all the products that I've picked from my collection that I feel like I use often, or they kind of work for me on the day-to-day basis. Obviously then I use like mascaras and stuff, but those change all the time. When it comes to mascaras that I really liked, I'm gonna make a video, all the products that I'm gonna do all the eyeshadows that I've tried this year, and then also all the face products that I've tried this year or used up this year, because I've actually been keeping track and I have all of them here, the ones that I've used up. And I'm probably gonna also talk about some of the products that I didn't use up, but I tried them this year. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm just gonna do the ones that I've used up. Let me know what would you want to see more, but I have quite a lot that I've used up this year, but then there wouldn't be blushes and stuff like that. We'll see, but I'm definitely gonna be mentioning a lot of mascaras, and I'm gonna pick my favorite mascara of this year, that's for sure. So I could do like a face product ranking, like the best and the worst that I've tried. I think we could do something like that. So like the best mascara, the worst mascara, the best blush, the worst blush, stuff like that. Let me know if you would be interested in that, because I can definitely make that. But I have a video of that sort kind of planned. I don't have complete details about it yet because I haven't filmed it, but that's definitely coming. So I will mention products like these in the next video, like in this video. So let me know what would be your picks for like an everyday, easy to do makeup look. I usually do eye looks like this, minus the eyeliner and the rhinestones, but like the smoky eye, that's kind of my basic thing. So that's how I've built this collection. And definitely let me know what are your favorite products that you use on a daily basis, and if any of these products that I've mentioned would be on your list. That would also be fun to know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope I didn't bore you to death, and I'll be very happy to see you in my next video, which should be tomorrow. So have a great day. Enjoy your Christmas season, and bye.